satin guitar tonight. So if you have been curious about these, now's your chance to ask questions to somebody who actually owns one. This is the Martin D18 satin. I'm going to do a little picking on it, and we're going to let you decide what you think. So you've maybe bought a Martin guitar before, or you've thought about it, and maybe you've asked yourself, what are these satin guitars everybody's talking about? Are they any good? Do I want to buy one? Well, let's So I've had this guitar. This is a 2024 Martin D18 satin, and I've had it for. I actually got it in early 2025, so I've not had it a full year yet, and I like it. I was probably like a lot of you. I had the whole issue with should I buy a satin finished guitar? Is that something I'm going to regret? And I went back and forth, which, as you know, it's it's a price point savings to buy a satin guitar. You save about $400. So, it was one of those deals where I had to question whether it was worth it or not. And so far, I definitely think that it's been worth it to get the satin finish. Hello there, glad you're watching. And again, this is an open forum, so if anybody has questions about my thoughts on the satin Martin guitars, be glad to try to answer those for you. But we're glad to have you on board. I'm going to do a little more picking so you can hear some more sound samples of this. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is a Martin D18 satin finish. Go Tell It on the Mountain. And the reason I wanted to play that song for this demo was to kind of show you the lower end. So this guitar, again, a 2024 Martin D18 Satin. Hi there, glad to have you viewing with us. Certainly appreciate it. This guitar has a nice low end. Now the strings that I've got on it are the strings that come standard to a Martin. And the only thing that I've had done to this guitar was I had the action, it's kind of hard to see it on camera, but I had the action lowered just a smidgen. To me, dreadnought guitars, when you lower that action just a little too much on a dreadnought guitar, you start to lose a little bit of that tone. So with this guitar, I wanted to keep the action from being as low as an electric guitar, but let's hear it a little higher up the neck and just hear the clarity. You can hear these guitars are just absolutely wonderful tone. I see somebody commented their sister has a guitar. What kind is it? Do you know? Is it a Martin guitar? No shame if it's not, but we love Martin guitar players around here. One thing I want to tell you, if you're in the market for one of these, and it doesn't have to be the D18, but any of the satin Martins, one of the greatest surprises you'll get when you first get it is how light it is. This is a dreadnought. This is a full dreadnought, and it didn't even weigh 4 pounds. It was like 3.8 pounds. Very nice. It's almost like picking up one of those older parlor guitars that's, dried out, and it has that really just lovely, rich tone. Do I have any hangups with this guitar? Well, real quick, I'll say sometimes it can be a little overpowering. It's louder than I am. So, if you're a guitar player that's, maybe doing a lot of shows and it's just you and your guitar, this might not be the best finger picker. It works. I finger pick mine all the time. But I'll let you be the judge of that. Again, the strings I have on this are kind of heavy. You might go to lighter gauge strings and quieten it down just a little. But this guitar, I like them pretty heavy for a dreadnought anyway. But it's a beautiful, just a wonderful guitar. I enjoy playing it. And I want to hear from some of you. Do any of you own a Martin of any kind, and specifically a Martin Satin model? A very rich guitar. How does it sound with a capo on it? So let's try. We're gonna put the capo on the 2nd fret, and we're gonna play the C shape for our window up above, so you can hear a little bit. And I've got this is a fairly tough. It doesn't have any markings on it. Tell me how tough it is. But this is a fairly tough pick. So we're gonna try. So maybe if you're a bluegrass player, this will give you a better idea of what it would sound like. my opinion, these guitars sound really great. Even on up the neck, as you can see, I've got a capo on in the second fret position, and I have not found it to have any diminished tone. Um, with a capo or playing it up the neck. I mean, I've been really satisfied with this guitar, and that's coming from somebody. If you watch some of my other live streams, you know that I play a classical guitar a lot. I love 12 fret classicals, and it's just a really nice sound, really nice tone. But I see several more joined in, so tonight we're kind of reviewing the Martin D18 satin guitar. So if you own one, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to chime in there. We're going to do a little more finger picking to kind of demonstrate on the lower frets what it sounds like. So I'm really satisfied with the lower fret sound. So the number one thing a lot of people talk about with these guitars is the finish. You hear a lot of people, especially on online forums and on some of the Facebook groups, they talk about how the satin finish guitars will almost wear into a gloss over time. And I actually noticed today, and kind of what prompted me to do this video, is I actually am getting a shiny spot, which you can't see it on camera. But in the light, you can see I'm getting a shiny spot right here, which is where my finger or my hand rests all the time. Does it bother me? Not really. Some people seem to have a problem with that. And if it bothers you, by all means, get the guitar that makes you happy. Now, I had an opportunity several weeks ago to play a 2005 Martin D18, and it was a gloss model, beautiful guitar, but it was not as loud as this one, and not really to knock it and say mine's better, but it wasn't as loud. So if you're looking for volume, the D18 satin could possibly be your answer. So I'll do a little more picking. Again, if you own a Martin D18, D18 satin, or any of the Martin satin models, feel free to chime in on the chat. I'd love to hear from you. get to some of the responses here in the chat. I've had several comments, and I want to try to get to those. All right. So again, if you have any questions, I'd love to try to answer those for you. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to get to some of my comments. All right. Does anyone have any questions about these guitars, or is there anything you want to know? So my thoughts on the Martin D18 satin. I really enjoy it. I can't really imagine. I can't imagine that if it was to do over, I would want to buy one of the others. I mean, I'm really impressed with this guitar. I don't know how much you can tell about the back, but it's really pretty. No complaints about it. Like I said, it's a very nice lightweight guitar. And, I think if it was do over, I think I would buy this guitar again. Is it the only Martin that I want? Well, that's a loaded question. Of course it's not. I would love to get my hands on a 12 fret smaller body, maybe a double O, or something like that. But that's, with a different, goal set in mind. As far as just playing and singing along, this guitar really does. It really does everything I want it to. So, as far as most of the stuff I do, I am happy with this guitar. Great bass response, and I love that about this guitar. So again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Martin satin guitars, and I'll be glad to try to answer any questions you have. I've owned this guitar for about a year now, and I see this comment all the time. Should I buy one? They're cheaper. Should I buy it? And that's kind of what I'm hoping to clear up for you here tonight is, is it the right guitar for you? And maybe it's not. And if it's not, it's worth spending the extra $400 or so to get its counterpart, which is gloss, to get what you want. Is this only a bluegrass guitar? No, it's not. It's anything you want it to be. But it does play a G run well. But I don't have any problem getting some softer sounds out of it. So we've had some new folks join us. Do we have any guitar players on board tonight? You don't have to be a Martin player. Don't be ashamed. Come on and tell us what you play. Glad to have you on board. Are you a guitar player? We're discussing Martin D18 satins, or Martin satin in general. We're certainly glad to have you tuned in with us. A Jazz Master, very cool. That is definitely one of the guitars on my list of guitars that I would like to own. I think I would enjoy playing those. Are they is yours a newer one or older one? That's a pretty sweet deal on one if you got it for $45. Every now and then you'll hear of somebody getting a good deal like that on a guitar, and somebody just didn't know what they had. But I think it's in good hands now. It sounds like you know what it is, and that's the main thing. Guitars are made to be played. That's the truth. They're made to be played. I really wish Martin would do more satin guitars. I mean, I know you can get, anything through the custom shop, but I would love to see some more high-end offerings. I'd love to see a 40 series in satin. I haven't done a demo with the capo on this high up the neck, just so y'all can kind of hear the resonance there. Again, in my opinion, it's not diminished in any way. I mean, it still sounds great. Thanks for tuning in. Roy, I see you requested Sweet Home Alabama. I wish I knew that one. I do know it, but I don't know it offhand. Normally, I actually try to do a live stream several times a week. So this one's not. This is not really my normal live stream. This is again, it's kind of a demo of what to expect with a Martin D18 satin guitar, because I really do see a lot of people with questions about, is that the right guitar for me? And they're a lot of money. So before you spend that money, I want you to know what you're getting and be comfortable with what you're getting. Now I do live streams throughout the week where it's me performing music, and those are free. You don't have to be subscribed to my channel. But if you are, it'll let you know when I go live. So if you like some of the picking I've done, or you want to join in on the music, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you can catch those live streams throughout the week, because I do them. I normally do them at night around 10 p.m. or so, but I've been doing some during the lunch hour during the day. So if you like music and you want to sing along, then by all means, join in. You know what? I think I can do country roads for you. Hold what you got. Let me get my chord chart. I keep all my chord charts online now, and I had a big book. Us guitarists, we have all this material that we carry with us, but I actually created a file on my computer, and that is where I keep them now. And you know what? It's more convenient, because when I go to pick somewhere, I just take my tablet with me. So let me pull up my file here, and we will do Take Me Home Country Roads. I will do it just for you. Let's see here. Where did I put it? Let me take this capo off. All right, let me see if I can get your username right. Monkey Man U3T17S. This one is for you. Almost heaven, West Virginia. I'm gonna let you down. I gotta get the key right. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, lies over there. I am sorry, I'm getting the key all wrong. Let me change the key and see if we can get that right. You threw me a curveball there. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. I'll tell you what, you subscribe to my channel and I'll work on that one, and we'll get better at it, and I'll do it for you next time I do a live stream. But I will do one for you. Don't worry, I'm doing one for you. But you subscribe, and I will do Take Me Home, because I love John Denver. But I'm going to do one for you. It's also an old one called, they call the Wind Mariah. I appreciate that. Thank you. Way out west, they've got a name for rain and wind and fire. The rain is test, the fire's go, and they call stars around, take the clouds flying. The mountains sound like folks were up, they're dying. Orion, Orion, they call the wind Orion. Now I'm a lost and lonely man without a star to guide me. Orion, blow my love to me, I need her here beside me. Orion, Orion, they call the wind Orion. Orion, Orion, they call the wind Orion. Alright, I hope that suffices for Country Roads, and I really do. I promise the next time I do a live stream, which will probably be tomorrow night, I will do Take Me Home Country Roads. I gotta find so when I play music, I normally play songs in the key of C, D, and E, occasionally G, but every song is different, and you gotta find that right, like there's some songs I can do in E, and there's some that I just can't. It's funny how that works, but you have to find the right key, and if you don't find the right key, it can be bad. So, but I promise we'll do we'll do some. We might do several John Denver songs. Do you like some of the other? I like to do "Leave It on a Jet Plane" too. I've always found that to be a fun John Denver song. So, matter of fact, let me see if I've got that one here. I keep several ready in case I have a surprise gig. You ever have those? Somebody just calls you up and says, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" All my bags are packed and I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking and it's early morn. The taxi's awaiting, his boy's horn already hung, so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me, tell me that you'll wait for me, hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on the jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down, so many times I've played around. I'll tell you now, they don't mean a thing. jet plane there, but John Denver, gone too soon. He sure had some great songs, though. I'll tell you an interesting thing about Leaving on a Jet Plane. I've heard several renditions of it over the years, and the Kendalls, Royce and Jeannie, who had that hit, I think it was back in the 70s, Heaven's Just a Sin Away. Well, early in their career, they did a really nice cover of Leaving on a Jet Plane. I believe that was 1969, 70, very early in their career. And I don't think Heaven's Just a Sin Away. I don't think that came till later in the 70s, but early on, they did. It's on YouTube. Check that out. It's pretty cool, and it actually has a kind of a rare solo in there by Royce, the dad. You didn't really hear him take lead lines very often, but he does in Leaving on a Jet Plane. So check that out. Let's see what else we got here. And again, if anybody has any questions about Martin satin guitars, if you're on the fence, is this the right guitar for you? Is this, you're about to spend some money. Are you going to be happy with this purchase? Well, feel free to ask questions, because again, I've had this guitar for about a year now, and I've had the opportunity to compare it side by side with several Martins that were not satin gloss models. This one has actually spent a lot of time stacked up against an HD 28, which is a beautiful guitar, wonderful, wonderful guitar. But I'm happy with this one, I really am. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. All right. Remembering Elvis tonight. I was telling on one of my, since we're talking about guitars tonight, we gotta talk about this story. So Elvis was born in Tupelo, Mississippi, which is a really small southern town, but he got his first guitar at a place called Tupelo Hardware. If you're an Elvis fan, you probably know that. Well, that store, run by that same family who was there when Elvis bought his guitar, they actually closed down on December 31st of last year. So that was the end of Tupelo Hardware. Quite a shame, because that is where Elvis got his first guitar. I see you commented you played a couple friends at a party. So what kind of music did they have you playing, or what is your go to genre of music to play? I'm always curious what everybody's campfire songs are. What is it that you sit down and play when you're just with friends? All right, we're gonna see what else we got here. I've got my chord chart out now. Let's see. Hovering by my suitcase, trying to find a warm place to spend the night. Heavy rain falling, seems I hear your voice calling. It's alright. It's a rain night in Georgia. It's a rainy night in Georgia. I believe it's raining all over the world. Neon signs are flashing, taxi cabs and buses passing through the night. A distant moaning of a train seems to play a sad refrain to the night. It's a rainy night in Georgia. It's a rainy night in Georgia. I believe it's raining all over the world. Find me a place in a boxcar, take out my old guitar to pass the time. Late at night when it's hard to rest, I hold your picture to my chest and I'm alright. But it's a rainy night in Georgia. It's a rainy night in Georgia. I believe it's raining all over the world. How many times I've wondered, and it still comes out the same. No matter how you look at it or think of it, it's life. You just gotta play the game. I always like this last line, so I usually do it twice. Find me a place in a boxcar, take out my whole guitar to pass the time. Late at night it's hard to rest. I hold your picture to my chest and I feel fine. But it's a rainy night in Georgia. It's a rainy night in Georgia. I believe it's raining all over the world. All right, it's raining all over the world. It's not raining in Mississippi where I'm at, but we do have some bad weather coming this weekend. I think they're saying some freezing rain, so it may be a freezing rainy night in Georgia, not too far from there. When did I get my first guitar? And thank you to that to the commenter that said sounded good. I appreciate that. So my first guitar was long ago and far away, and it was a first act electric guitar, and I knew zero about it. That guitar didn't really get me anywhere. I made noise with it, if that counts. When I got serious about playing guitar, it's when I ended up kind of meeting a friend that was a good guitar player, and he would invite me over to play and stuff like that. And eventually, I started gaining some ground, and that's when I bought this guitar, because I knew I was committed, and that's why I bought something a little nicer. Now I have a Hohner, I think it's an HW100. It's like a 12 fret, but it is a steel string, and now that's a fun little guitar to play. And it's no Martin, but I have that. I have a Yamaha Red Label FG. I think it's an FG. Is it 140 maybe? Fun guitar, but again, it's not a Martin. And but now my favorite go-to guitar as far as just chair playing, or couch playing, is a Yamaha C40 Classical. I mean, not an expensive guitar, but man, is that thing fun. And then I have this one. So I got this guitar in early 2025. Before that, I was playing a Epiphone J200. So copy of a Gibson SJ200. Still have that guitar. Love it, by the way. It has electronics on board, so if I go out and play somewhere where I have to plug in, that's my guitar. But realistically, I got into really playing about 3 years ago now, to make a long story short. And I've loved every second of it. Playing guitars, it's fun. It's just it's a great it's just a great hobby. It's one of those things that you've had a long day, and you just need something to do, and it's fun. So I enjoy it. I play a little bit of everything. I play a little country, a little early rock, folk. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. so pretty in the sky are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. All right. Let's see. Looks like we had a request. All right, the last commenter there, Biddler Riddler. I see you. You said, "Can we get it?" I will wait. What? Going back through the comments, I don't see a request from you there. Do you care to? Type your request again? I think it may have got lost in the comments there. If I know it, I'll try it. So if you don't care, just type your request again. All right. You say tomorrow you're going. That's so hard for me to believe. I'm making plans for the heartache, 'cause you're making plans to leave. The tears for me will be falling like a tree shedding its leaves. I'm making plans for the teardrops, 'cause you're making plans to leave. You're making plans to forget me. I'm making plans to miss you. I'm getting ready to breathe. I'm making plans to be lonesome, 'cause you're making plans to leave. I'm making plans to be lonesome, 'cause you're making plans to leave. Hope y'all enjoyed a little bit of making plans there. What is my favorite song to play? Oh, that's That's a tough one. It would be, it would really be a mix between. Let me see if I can find the key that I want to do it in. I'll actually do I'll do my favorite, and I'll actually do both my favorites. How about that? We'll just do it all. I'm just sitting here having a good time, and I hope you're doing the same. I hope everybody had a wonderful day, and I hope you're just, I hope you're just enjoying life. Let's see here. Here we go. So my favorite song to play would probably "Window Up Above" by George Jones. Sometimes I just play as an instrumental. It works out pretty well. My other would be, not it does have lyrics, but "Wildwood Flower," which I kind of call the guitarist anthem. A lot of people joke and say you're not a guitar player till you know "Wildwood Flower," which is not true, by the way. But if you play any bluegrass or country gigs, somebody's always going to ask for "Wildwood Flower," and then you have to do your duty. You have to get it out of the way. You have to do everybody taps their feet. Then once you get all the old people tapping their feet, you have to speed it up a little bit just to really satisfy them. You have to do that. It's legally required. I always enjoy playing "Wildwood Flower." I can't knock it too much, but on to my real favorite, "Window Up Above." I've been living a new way, a life that I love so. Clouds are gathering, and the storm will wreck our home. For last night he held you tightly, and you didn't even show. It's true, for I've been watching from the window up above. Like I said, sometimes I do this as an instrumental. It's best to know you the way your heart can sing. I thought we belonged together, and our hearts feel like a glove. I was wrong, for I've been watching from the window up above. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate the kind words there. One of my great friends is in the virtual audience tonight. From my eyes, the teardrops started as I listened on and on. I heard you whisper to him softly that our watching from the window up above. All right, a little window up above. That was a early 1960s George Jones hit. That was kind of in that era with Tender Years and shortly after White Lightning. Y'all remember those? Well, say, do you remember those? I wasn't around when they came out, but I like them. But I like to do that one. That's one of my favorite songs. And a lot of times I do Window Up Above as an instrumental, but sometimes I'll add the lyrics there. Yeah, thank you, man. Neither was I. But I think there's a lot of folks though that have an appreciation for that era of music. Let me pull up my chord charts here. I'm gonna try a couple more. Y'all are kind enough to be tuned in, so we're gonna keep on. Like I said, as a guitarist, I've learned the hard way. It is too complicated. I had a big folder, a big book that I carried with me of just charts, which some songs, you just remember off the top of your head. But there's always that one, or 15 or 20 that, somebody's going to ask for, and you want to have it. You don't want to let them down. So I always try to have it ready. We're going to try Amazing Grace for Jones and for Tools. By the way, folks, while we're doing this, go to YouTube. Don't leave my live stream. But when I'm done, go to YouTube, look up Jonesing for Tools. That's at Jonesing. And I'm going to put that in the comments here. Jonesing for Tools. Follow that channel. A lot of great content. If you like tool reviews, if you like reviews of everything, products. If you're thinking about buying a flashlight, you need to watch that guy's videos first. He does a lot of flashlight reviews. I'll get my words out here in a second. But Jonesing for Tools. You need to follow that channel. You won't regret it. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Y'all know this one, sing along. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Twas grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Yes, it will. The Lord has promised good to me. His words my hope secure. He will shield and my portion be, as long as life endures. You don't hear that verse very often, do you? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound goes back a ways. I like old hymns though. Thank you, Paul, for requesting that one, Mr. Jones and for Tools. And before I forget here, let me actually let me put that handle there in the comments. I'm my own commentator tonight. I'm gonna put his channel in the comments section. And y'all go follow Jones and for Tools. I promise you will not regret it if you go follow that channel. He is his channel's always interesting. He actually had a new video come out today that was the demo of a light that's very bright. All the lights he gets are from various companies that make the greatest and the best, and some of them I personally own, and he does great reviews. But he's honest. He's honest in his reviews. He don't tell you what the company wants to tell you. If you don't like it, he don't like it, and he'll tell you. So check that out. But I'm gonna try to do a little bit more music for you here tonight before we have to get off here. What time is it where everybody's at? I know what time it is where you are, Paul, because I know where you live. But some of my other listeners, what time zones are y'all in? I'm just curious. Oh, okay, 11:46. So it is 10:46 where I'm at. So you're actually an hour ahead of me. So that's not bad. I will tell you something interesting. I was doing one of these live streams, and I haven't seen his name pop up, but I was doing a live stream a couple nights ago, and I had a gentleman from Mongolia that was actually tuned in the whole time, and he was a great supporter of classic and country music. So that was pretty cool. I love my international listeners, but I love my listeners anywhere they're at. And I really, yes, Mongolia. I was really blown away. Like I said, I don't see him on here tonight. He's been on several of my live streams that I do. And for those of you that don't know, I try to do these as often as possible. I work full time. I go to college. I'm a graduate student. I'm almost done though. So I try to do these as often as possible because they're a lot of fun to do, and I love conversing with y'all. I mean, y'all are just a blast to go back and forth with. But sometimes life happens, and I try to put a little post on my YouTube channel. If I'm not going to do a live stream tonight, I at least try to say there will be no live stream tonight. Without further ado, though, let's try another song. This one goes all the way back to 1955. Long before I existed, by the Everly Brothers. It's called Let It Be Me. Hope you enjoy. I bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I begged you, let it be me. Now and forever. Virginia. Okay, well you're on the eastern seaboard there. I'm in the Magnolia State. I am all the way down in Mississippi. M-I crooked letter, I humpback I, or however the old song goes there. Um, but I am glad you're tuned in. I see why you want me to do "Take Me Home, Country Roads" there. So you gave that away. So now I know why you like that song. I'll tell you what. Now I'm gonna have to learn "Take Me Home, Country Roads," but I'm also got to relearn an old song that I used to do called "Roll On Mississippi," which is kind of our state theme song. And I'll do those the next live stream. We'll get both of those. We'll knock out Mississippi, and we'll knock out Miss. Paul is requesting that I do "All Summer Long" by Kid Rock. You know, I have not heard that song in a long time. I will have to learn that one. That one's on the agenda. The next live stream that I do, I am going to break out some new music, and I will be ready. I'll be ready. So that means y'all have to be ready too, because it's either going to be really good or really bad, right? But I'm gonna blame y'all for that if it's really bad. It's not gonna be my fault. I'm gonna say that y'all did it. Let's see here what I can do. I may pull out some more. John Denver in a second. I am a big John Denver fan. Let's see here what I've got that I want to do. I try to get to all the I've had previous requests that you'll take full credit. I appreciate that. Actually, me and Jones in for Tools there, we were actually having a conversation earlier about accepting our own mistakes. So I've got to take the credit. I can't blame you. I've got to take the credit for myself there. Let's see here what I was going to do. Actually, I'm gonna try this one. I always get 50-50. I like that. I always get a lot of requests to do gospel, and I try to do as many as possible. Unfortunately, I get a lot of gospel requests that I don't know the song. I had a lady on a live stream several nights ago. She asked for, I felt really bad because she asked for 3 or 4 songs. I didn't know any of them. When I say I didn't know them, I'd never heard of them. And I always feel bad about that, because I know there's a lot of good gospel songs out there, but unfortunately some of them, if they're not like the older hymns, sometimes they slip through the cracks with me. But if there's a song you want to hear, never hesitate to request, and y'all have it, and I appreciate that. We're going to try this one, though. This one's from the Hank Williams songbook. It's called Angel of Death. In the great book of John, you're warned of the day when you'll be laid beneath the cold clay. The angel of death will come down from the sky and claim your poor soul when the time comes to die. Kind of a morbid song, isn't it there? But true, though. When the angel of death comes down after you, can you smile and say that you have been true? Can you truthfully say with your dying breath that you're ready to meet the angel of death? To me, this last stanza of the song is the darkest, but Hank Williams was a deep man. When the lights all grow dim and the dark shadows creep, angel of death. Old Hank Williams song. I first heard that one on I believe it was a radio transcription that Hank did. I believe he recorded it in the studio, but the only version I'm aware of isn't like an old radio transcription. Maybe some of those Mother's Best Flower Hour shows or something to that effect. But what a deep and prolific songwriter he does. And that reminds me, I want to learn. Well, I say learn, I know it, but I want to get the picking down for "I Saw the Light." I love that song. That "I Saw the Light" is fantastic from the moment Tommy Jackson kicks it off on the fiddle to the end. I mean, that's just a fantastic gospel song. You know, the old story goes, as all great songs are written in strange ways normally, but it's said that Hank came up on a railroad crossing late one night. You know, this would have probably been the middle of 1940s, steam engine days. And off in the distance, he saw the headlamp of a steam locomotive, probably, and it inspired him to write "I Saw the Light." And he scribbled it, on paper. And to this day, that still exists. Marty Stewart actually owns the written lyrics to "I Saw the Light," and there's a lot of grammatical errors. Hank was a brilliant songwriter, but he was not the most educated in other ways. So when you actually get to see handwritten Hank Williams lyrics, and I have actually had the privilege of standing and looking down at truly a piece of paper that Hank Williams Sr. wrote on, and it is true, his handwriting was not great, but the grammatical errors as far as misspellings and stuff like that he made are easy to notice. And I always thought, that was the most fascinating thing. But, nevertheless, he made it to fame. He made it. Unfortunately, he made a lot of, iffy decisions in life. But Hank Williams Sr., it's hard to believe he only lived to be 29 years old. Isn't that crazy? And I actually have, if you look behind me here, that's actually Hank Sr. So everybody always asks me about the decor in my office. So I'm going to take like 10 seconds to tell you about that. So in my office, which is here, I have quite a bit of music memorabilia. Most of it pertains to Teddy and Doyle the Wilburn Brothers, which is right here, the blue thing, and then the red folio book. Above that, though, that's Hank Williams. That is actually a booklet that came with a record collection sometime in the, I think it was like a Time Life record collection in the 80s that come out. I found that book not with the record collection, though. I found it in a storage unit. It was beaten and tattered, and it looked older than it was. So it's not vintage, but it looks vintage, and I thought it was neat, so I hung it in my office. And then I've got some pictures of Carl Perkins that are signed. That's just random decor that I have found and put in my space. Before we go tonight, I am going to do a couple more songs for you, but since Paul asked about John Denver, I don't think he was on when I did Leaving on a Jet Plane. So, Mr. Jones and Tools, man, I'm going to do a John Denver song that I did earlier, but you know what? John Denver was a great artist, so let's do his song twice, right? That's another one gone way, way too soon, but let's do a little Leaving on a Jet Plane. I like that one. I'm going to start adding more John Denver to my repertoire. All my bags are packed and I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking and it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. Sing along now. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. wait around, I'll tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring you a wedding ring. Quite a promise there. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Little John Denver there. He had so many good songs. You know, Some Days Are Diamond. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate that. I will definitely have Country Roads ready for you. Definitely watch my channel. Like I said, I try to kind of make some announcements. You know, when I'm gonna be around, and should be tomorrow night. So yes, definitely do that. And I may have a few more John Denver. So come on back. But thank you for tuning in tonight. I've enjoyed chatting with you. I'm going to go out tonight with an instrumental. This is one that I enjoy doing. It's an old Seekers song. A lot of people don't remember them. They had a couple of iffy high up hits. I don't think they were big enough that everybody's like, oh yeah, I know who the Seekers were. But they were a great group. And if you're not familiar with the Seekers, look them up on YouTube. But they had I'll Never Find Another You. But they had this one. This is one of my favorite songs to play. Aside from Window Up Above and the guitarist anthem, Wildwood Flower. I'm going to go out tonight with Georgie Girl. Friends and neighbors, it has been fun. But we got to go. So we're going to do Georgie Girl to play you out tonight. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Tune back in next time, same station, same place, and we'll do the same thing over again. Till then, though, happy trails.